First of all, we'll take a trip on the, we won't take a trip, we'll go and stow away while it's parked here in Invercargill, the Taeri Gorge railway train. This should take you back a few years, especially if you used to catch that train to Bluff and to school. This is it, the old Taeri Gorge railway excursion train, and a lot of people may remember it riding up in here. This was after those big Ranfurly Shield challenges between South and Otago, and a few just didn't quite make it for the trip back. And they tell me that even the territorials used to sleep up here. And it's very comfortable, you know, for fourth class passengers.
40 odd years ago we had the troop train. I was in the CMTs there.
What was that?
And compulsory military training. That's, I think, should still be going now, but anyway. We used to sleep in those racks up there. We were skinnier then though. We used to sleep up there, and they used to have two big JA engines pulling the train. And you go down past Burnham there, and the whole train used to rock with the speed of her.
Is this the way you remember the old train?
Absolutely.
When did you used to ride it?
From Springfield to Darfield.
Okay. What's still the same?
The smoke on the windowsill, the seats, where you've got your foot,
What's this?
the heater to keep warm, the racks, everything's the same. Wonderful.
You were about how old at that stage?
5.
And you were travelling to school?
Yep.
When we were young, we used to go on the family picnics up to Colic Bay, and then every new Labour weekend they used to have the sports at a Taeri, and you'd have oranges and boxes of apples be given to you, and lollies, and oh, they were the good old days. You don't have that now because it was families, and all families went on the picnics.
Reactions of people on the train have been quite amazing. You saw some this morning reminisce of what it was going to school, particularly when it comes to Invercargill, I guess, the old Bluff school train. And that could tell lots of stories. And some people come on here and they reminisce about that and look for their initials on the walls where they used to carve.
They'd flick the seats over, you know, and you'd have the seats flicked over so that about 4 of you sat together, or 2s, you know, because you can flick them right over and you could sit together and talk. And
Girls on one end and the guys on the other, and you've got that toilet partition in the middle, and all sorts of things happen. I've heard of stories of guards turning the keys so they can't mix and things like that, you know, so you can imagine the sorts of hanky-panky that went on, yeah.
I've seen this when we're going out round past, I think, Fleming's flour mill there, and the train's still coming through the station. You know, the engines get at Fleming's flour mill and the train's still at the station.
Was that long?
That long, yeah. They were massive trains in those days.
You were about how old at that stage?
5.
And you were travelling to school?
Yep.
Okay. Where was your bag?
Don't know, probably up there. Yeah. Or on the floor under the seat. Probably the kids were kicking it around.
Do you remember any incidents in the train?
We used to have a few fights, but the guard used to keep us in control.
Was he grumpy?
No. Oh no, he was a good sort.
yes, you couldn't have the windows down either because you'd got the smoke. If you're up too close to the engine, you got full force of the smoke would come through the thing, so you'd have to keep the window up. And but apart from that, it was really good, and it smelled the old soot, you know, the old smoky, sooty smell. It was good smell.
No, I've never been a real big football fan, but I used to, you know, go on a few of them and things like that.
Were they rowdy on the way back?
Oh, they were rowdy on the way up. We used to put bottles off at what's that place out the road, Kennington. Sometimes our first dozen empty bottles off there.
Always used to go every day at 10 to 8. We wished it didn't.
And now you've come back. Why?
Well, I'm in Invercargill, you see, and I just thought I'd come and look at this train today. And I'd love to go on it, but of course I'm not. But it's so the man that showed me that this is the one like I used to go on. So here I am, and it's not moving, but never mind. It's good.
Is it a happy feeling years
Oh
later?
yes, I can just, it all comes back. Just I haven't sat in one before. It's quite nostalgic.
A few tears even.
So really good days out, really good family days, you know, for the families.
Do you miss it now?
Oh yes. Actually, it's a shame that they don't have them more often that, so that all the younger ones coming on could see what we had.
Is it a romantic thing, riding in these old trains?
No, not really. We never sort of had any women with us all the times I was on football trips or else army trips. And
So you weren't actually together?
No,
On the train?
not in those days, no. No.
But you're sharing your memories together now. You're together afterwards.
Yes.
I think it could be romantic on the train.
Well, I suppose it could if you wanted it to be.
You get those nice childhood memories
Yeah.
coming back and the trips up the
Well,
road.
it'll be good because we're going on this one on the 8th, so we're going to have a good look around it.
A few tears, yes, we saw that this morning, didn't we? A lady come along and reckon she could feel the smoke dust on the old carriages from school days in Canterbury. Yeah, lots of people with me on the train for 40 or 50 years come along and think it's marvellous to be back on the excursion train again.
There's your real yearning for those old days, the old picnic trips out to the Tuatapere Sports, and that's fantastic. And I know that the senior citizens have hired out the train for this weekend, and they're going to be heading up the road, so we'll see if we can catch them reminiscing about the old days.